Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. A very warm welcome to you to the channel. I'd like to get this right in right off the top before I say anything else. This is my smudge that I use for cleaning my cards and all the good energies and chase away all the bad, stale, tired energies. I'd like you guys to have a share of this. So this is being sent to you guys. Okay. This is a mixture of sage and sweetgrass. Sweetgrass grows on my property and grows there naturally and very, very highly favored by Mother Nature, I figure, to have such a wonderful thing. Anyway, I'd like to say, first of all, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for your subscriptions to the channel, for all your likes and your comments, especially the comments are they're pretty powerful comments, some of them, and I appreciate the purity of the energy that some of you put forward in your comments, and the bare honesty that comes forward. Is some of you pour your heart out and explain on how any particular reading has pertained to you and how you have found yourself in this reading or the reading has found you. It's just an incredible thing, and I'm very grateful for everybody that stops long enough to view the videos, and for those that subscribe. Anybody that's new, I find there's a lot of new subscribers or new viewers on YouTube. Those little red subscription buttons, like the one beneath my video window, that's for you to join the channel, basically. And subscriptions are free. All it means is that every time Fundy Fortunes posts any new videos, you'll be notified of that via your email notifications. That way you don't miss any readings that I'm putting out there. And like September's will be coming up soon, so if you, after this reading, you want to know what's going to happen in September, then you will get an email notification when the video for this sign gets posted, as the others as well. And in saying that, this is a reading for Aquarius. I was doing Capricorn earlier, and I slipped and said Aquarius, but I straightened it out within a minute or so. It's very, very late here. Also, real quickly, I want to say, because this is Bay of Fundy Fortunes, the reason it has that name is because I live on the Bay of Fundy. The Bay of Fundy has the highest tides in the world. Yes, we do, and we're famous for that. We almost became one of the 7 wonders of the world, or one of the 8 wonders of the world, because it's changed somehow. Anyway, we were up for that, but we didn't make it. So I live right here on the coast, right on the water, in Atlantic Canada, the Maritimes, in the province of New Brunswick. I live in Chance Harbor, and you can even look that up on a map. Right now we have a high tide, and the surf has been just incredible, very loud and proud tonight. And the windows are open. I've been trying and hoping that the camera microphone is sensitive enough to pick the surf up. I could pick up my dog breathing in the background. You'd think it would pick that up. I don't think it is, but I really want to share that. And all the windows are open. I just wish it would be so appropriate tonight to have the sound of the surf right here on the Bay of Fundy. Bay of Fundy feeds in to and fro from the Atlantic Ocean, so this is all Atlantic waters through here. Anyway, so what I've done for you, I'd just like to also say this is a general reading, and what that means is it may resonate with you on a personal level, and it may not. You may take some things from it, may hit home with you, and maybe you won't, you'll walk away and say, well, I didn't get anything out of that. Well, it's general reading, so if you find that you like the reading and you'd like to have a personal reading meant just for you, all that information is found down below in the description box on how private readings that I do provide and offer, and how they work with Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Is very, very straightforward and very, very simple. It's not complicated at all. Okay, so I've done a 5-card spread using the Oceanic Tarot deck, which is very appropriate for Bay of Fundy. And at the end of the reading, I pull 5 cards from that, and at the end of the reading, I pull one card from my deck of tarot. That's the significator. And the Oceanic deck, I have a 5-card spread here, and your first card represents your overall energy. The second card is about your wealth, your finances, anything pertaining to money. The third spot, the card falls into love, romance, heart, home, hearth, anything that's very, very close to your heart, or people that are close to your heart. The fourth card are your challenges for mid-month August, because this is a mid-month reading for you, Aquarius. And then the fourth card, or the fifth card in the Oceanic deck is the message from Spirit, a special message from Spirit. And then at the very end, I pulled the significator. Let's get right into the reading. That's long enough. I talked long enough. Okay, so the very first card that I pulled for you is the World, and it's about regeneration. Okay. So, this is your overall energy. When this card appears, life is regenerated and renewed. Finally, final success. You've looked to celebrate this day for a long, long time. So there's something going down with some of you, Aquarius. This is the end of a phase, the completion of a job, a completion of a project, and a job well done. For some of you, this is the start of a new relationship or a current one that is taking a better turn for the better. Just all good all the way around. Some of you will be traveling during mid-month of August as well. I feel to say some of you are taking it's the best time of the year really as far as the summer vacations go and traveling. August is just an awesome time of the year. For those of you, I used to do the same when I worked. I waited till, the middle of August or the last 2 weeks of August to get my vacation time, and the weather's perfect. It's wonderful. So some of you are going to be doing that. So I just got a nudge, pulled back to that. I was going to move on. Some of you are going to be traveling for personal reasons. Going to visit somebody that's ill. You've been called to, for some of you, it's probably back home. For some of you, it's a relative or a friend, but somebody is ill. And I see you traveling for that reason. And it's a rush. It's a rush journey. Last minute, no warning, no anything. Okay, so that's where that ends right there. The advice of this card is celebrate what you have achieved. Embrace any more opportunities that may come your way. Right now, you are full of energy and motivation. And right now, for some of you, the world is your oyster. That's a wonderful thing, too. Keywords are success, completion, celebrations, beginnings, travel, motivation, and regeneration. This is your overall energy for this reading. The next card that I pulled for you is in your finances and your wealth, anything pertaining to money, how you spend your money, invest your money, what you do with your money, how you make your money, how much is coming in, how much is going out, and where's the balance and all that. I pulled the High Priest, and he's all about wisdom. Okay. I wish you guys were hearing that surf. It's big. It's crazy out there right now. I love it. The keywords for this are education, tradition, beliefs, ceremonies, unity, marriage, values, and authority. The advice of this card, you should be listening to your inner wisdom right now. Your intuition especially will guide you onto a new path or education or learning about something. Some of you will be meeting a new mentor or teacher per se, having to do. Some of you are taking cooking classes. Something is as simple as that. Not simple, but something very basic. Pastry chef, which isn't very basic. That's specialized. But I can see some of you doing that. Maybe 2 of you at the most that are viewing this video. Some of you are looking for a path of enlightenment, and you'll find a teacher through that way as well. You're working on the inner you. You're finding that you're getting your groove, in a manner of speaking, in the world of things like I can't find the word I'm looking. There's a word for all that, but things like learning about feng shui, learning about the inner part of you, meditating, the metaphysical, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Some of you are getting into that pretty heavy right now, and I'm getting little nudges to say some of you are into aromatherapy. Is a really big thing for some of you right now. That's really big across the board. I got a feeling it's a lot of you who are into the aromatherapy. You're going to be learning about that, taking some classes as well. With this man, the high priest, he stands between the portal between the realm of the divine and mortal man and mortal earth, as far as that goes, humanity and earth. He stands right there on the cusp between the divine, the realm of divine, and the realm of reality, what's going on down here in the human conscious world. He stands between, but he also extends his hand, and he extends his hand out to enlighten you, to show you that there's more than what we physically see around us and in front of us. And he's nudging you to open up your mind that way. He's offering you some wisdom, and he's offering you some knowledge. This is a good time for learning, self-discovery, and education. He represents the unity of two people as well. You may feel restricted by another's traditions, and some of you are going to find yourself in a peculiar spot, in a peculiar place around people you find peculiar. They're different from you are. For some of you, the travel has led you there. For those of you who are traveling, some of you are being led to this place. There could be a little bit of inner conflict going on with what you feel is a respect for others' traditions, but now that you're kind of thrown into the heartbeat of this place with these people and their way of life, their traditions, their ceremonies, even the everyday things that we call mundane and things that, that we just take for granted every day are viewed completely different in this other place. I feel this is just one person that this is going to apply to. You're going to find moments of where you're not going to be comfortable with what you're seeing. And you can't do anything about it. You just kind of have to go with the flow. There's a sense of authority where you wouldn't dare question. You could put yourself in a really bad light with these people if you questioned anything. They find that very rude to be questioned. You just to accept. And so, mum's the word. If one of you are out there and you find yourself in that situation, for those of you that are re-educating yourself, this is going to translate in the bigger picture to more money for you. That's what the whole motivation behind doing this. Some of you are uprooting yourselves. Some of you are quitting your jobs to further your education. Some of you really turning your life upside down to move ahead. Some of you, I just have a nudge to say very strongly, you're fed up with the way things are right now. You're a bit of a late bloomer, but it's now that you're beginning to realize that, you know what, I can really be like anybody else on this planet. I can literally be whatever I want to be in this world. The world is my oyster. This is incredible. This realization, this enlightening that goes off inside of you when you realize if you want something badly enough, if you want to make a change, you can do it just as well as anybody else can. Okay, reality. You know what? Everybody has their limits. That's why we're all so different, and we all feel different purposes in life because of that. what I could do, here reading the cards, for example. I don't just literally read the cards. Well, anybody could do that. Anybody can have a YouTube channel. Anybody can go buy a deck of tarot cards, and anybody can just read the meanings of the cards. But it's more than that. For me, I have a second sense that's been with me since childhood, that has grown and deepened over the years. That this makes it my niche. This is something that I can do. And do I talk to dead people? No. Can I levitate tables? No. Can I cast spells? No. Those things aren't me. There are other people to do those things. For me, it's the cards and my intuitiveness and the strong empathic abilities that I do have. We're all special at something. And this, even for me, leads into a little bit more money for me to keep the wolf from the door and keep the cupboards and the table full, of food and things that are needed. It brings in a little extra, and it works great for me. But for somebody else just reading the cards, okay, well, maybe you would make some money at that, and good for you. But maybe your calling's in something else, like the new thing now is Reiki, and it's all about healing, and maybe that's where your forte in life is. Everybody's got some way to try to make some extra money if you really think and you really dig hard enough. And try to do something you enjoy. The way I love this. I love doing my readings. I love to read for people. This is one of my passions. Not the only, but it's one. Anyways, the next card that I pulled for you in your romance, love, and heart sector, it is the Page of Cups. And it's a cup card. Cups, that's what they're all about. Cups are about love, about your heart, about your family. Everything that is very tight and close in here. That's what cups are all about. This is the Page, and he's all about imagination. Swimming with a dolphin. Holding that cup, holding onto it tight. It's beautiful. Okay. So the Page is almost always, no matter what suit they come in, always represent messages. It could be a literal young person bringing you messages. It could be the presence of a child in your life as well, or children. It always represents youth. Not always male. Doesn't always have to be male. It can be female at times. But basically, this is a young person in this reading, or somebody young at heart even. It can represent somebody that's young at heart. This person has much to offer you and others. They bring you a message of love, and that love is coming your way for the singles out there, or for those that are feeling very alone. You can be in a relationship and be more alone and more feeling alone in that way than if you were actually single. A lot of single people have active lives. Because they're single doesn't mean they're lonely. It's what works for them. But that's what this card represents, is that a new love is coming your way for some of you. General reading now, remember that. This is coming in the future. Projects and finances are going to flourish as well. Everything right now, you're in a growth spurt, everything for you right now, Capricorn, is moving forward and moving more forward. There's movement, there's good energy, and it's enlightening you, and it's pushing you up and onward is what it's doing. You couldn't stop this energy even if you tried right now. That's for a lot of you Capricorns, right? Or Aquarius right now. I'm sorry. Why do I've been getting them mixed up all night long. I'm very sorry about that. Just let me check one moment here, because I know that's yes, this is Aquarius. Sorry about that. I got it backwards in the other one. It's really late here. But at least I'm dead on with the card, so you know who you are, Aquarius. Okay, so The advice of this card is to enjoy the lighter side of life, to play and let your imagination run free. Because this is where there's this forward movement and all this energy coming forward. And right now, everything is about freedom. The world being your oyster, everything is wide open. And it's all good. It's almost like you're under this dome of white light, love, and protection of the purest light, of the purest kind. And you can do whatever you want right now. Absolutely whatever you want. The keywords for this card are companionship, outings, fun, playfulness, imagination, love, news, and finances. Everything is growing right now. Everything is in. You know what? You are on the right path right now where you're supposed to be. Everything is going. Even for those of you that are hitting some bumps in your life right now, that's okay. Look at the bigger picture. Change your perspective. Become more objective about your life. Stand back and look at your life the way others would be maybe looking at you. You can see yourself the way others do, to a certain degree, to a big degree. If you remain objective, you remove the emotionality from it and the personal aspect of it. So you're looking at your life in an objective way. And if you do that, you're going to go, well, yeah, I've got a few bumps here and there. There's a few bumps, but wow, overall, if I look at the glass as refillable, not half empty or half full, but completely refillable. And as you use up what's in the golden goblet of the cups, energy is putting everything back in again. So there's this constant incoming and outgoing, which means new energy, new life, new exuberance for life is being filled into the cup as it comes out the other end because you're using it as it's coming. And it just keeps on coming over and over. And it almost seems limitless. Well, energy is limitless. And sometimes it wanes. And sometimes it gets a little rocky, but it's always there. It's always there. And you're the one in control of that as well. Okay, so new relationships that are forming with love coming your way. There's also children are prominent in this message as well. For some of you, you're just discovering your children in a different light, and the innocence of them. That's going to hit home. I just felt the real flush in the heat off of that to get that out there. The fourth card, I pulled this Page of Wands. It's all about creativity. And let's see, this fell in your challenges sector, is where that fell. Okay. So this is 2 pages. You've got an active. This tells me that there are a lot of people around you right now, and young people for some. 2 pages and they're side by side like that. That's high activity and a high presence of people in your life right now. Learning new things, messages coming your way. This page is witty and charming and brings great news about creative projects, travel plans, and new work. One can now discover new talents in the arts. That's great. The advice is now is the time for self-expression through words, pictures, music, dance, anything along the line of the arts. To use these venues as well as the advice of the card, these different crafts and arts and talents, to use these to express yourself. Some of you, I feel to say, are going to be discovering that you have a talent that you never knew you had, and you're going to be very excited about this and think to yourself, wow, I never knew that I was capable of this. This is really cool, and I'm having a real good time, and I want to know more about it. Keywords are messages, travel, news, communication, new work, expressionism, transitioning, and entertainment. Some of you will be traveling to further these new talents. You're going to, for some of you, it's like karma coming into play. You're going to be at the right place at the right time. And the way everything is going to unfold for you, it's going to happen very quick. Snap, snap, snap. Real, real fast. Everything is lined up for you to take advantage of what the universe is putting before you. This is a time in your life. For some of you, you're slowing down in your work and you have more free time than you ever did before. So now it's time to bring up or to take up a new hobby of sorts. For some, it'll be learning to play the guitar. For others, it'll be painting. For others, it'll be learning about arts. For some of you, you might be thinking about starting a second career because you don't want to be idle. You want to have a sense of purpose when you get up every day. So your days may become even more full than they were before, when you thought things would be slowing. For some of you, you're like, yeah, I want to slow down. And then you find out that other aspects of life are coming in to fill those spaces up that used to be filled with work. All work and no play kind of thing. I get a nudge to say I see a daycare and I see children. Some of you may be opening up a home-based daycare. Some of you may be going to work in a daycare. You'll be surrounded by children, and for some of you, that has been your dream. It takes a special kind of person, and you have to have the want to in a dream in order to get into that line of work. It has to be for the love of it, absolutely. For those of you that feel drawn to that, you'll be very good at what you do. For the rest of you, you'll make the nudge to say right off, some of you have already been exploring and you're very good at the craft that you do or the arts that you're into, and you're going to extend that into your life so that it's going to become like part-time work, but it won't feel like work to you. You'll get up with enthusiasm and purpose every day. You won't be able to get there fast enough because you look forward to it. When you go to bed at night, lay your head down, you're smiling inside, and you can't wait for tomorrow to come. How is there any better way of living than that when you think about that? When you go to work and you're getting paid and you say, it's not work. I would do this for free. Some of you have been. That's where the changeover comes. That's a good card. The challenges for some of you to get kick-started here are you're going to downplay something that a young person brings to your attention. But you're going to get through that. That's the message of this card, that you have to get through and break down those walls of what always was. You know, some of you are the mindset, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, that's fine and dandy. But you know what? Everything serves its purpose and it runs out after a while. So some of you that are not, as far as employment goes, where you used to be, say, a couple of years ago, things are slowing down. You're thinking, well, I'm fine with that. You're going to find out that you're not fine with that. And a young person is going to come to you and going to bring something to your attention that your ears will perk up and your brain will start clicking. And you'll be hanging on their every word because there's going to be something that they tell you that's going to very, very deeply, I can't stress it enough, it's going to hit home. Boom. And spread through you. And you won't be able to get to this fast enough. That's your challenge. Message from Spirit. The last card in the Oceanic Tarot is the card of Strength. It is a major arcana, and this is about stability. This is your message from Spirit. Interesting card, eh? It's a fishing net, and it's full of fish. And what do you think he's doing, this merman? What do you think he's doing? He's releasing that. He split that and he sliced that net wide open. And it took him no time at all. And he's freeing all the fish. He's setting them free. Okay. So with this card, it advises right off the get-go to have patience in the face of conflict. Stand your ground rather than being overwhelmed. What opposes you is lower than you. That's key, and it's very important. Your confidence can be shaken, or somebody else is projecting their emotions onto you. Have compassion, but stand your ground. For some of you, this card represents a literal returning of strength and vitality. Somebody has been ill. Somebody has been disabled temporarily. You're finding your feet again, maybe literally and figuratively. You've been down a long time. I see backboards. I see neck braces. I see wheelchairs for some of you. And you've been there a long time. And you're about to start regaining. You've been working really hard all summer long. And good for you. And here you are, the type of person, and these are the people where the rest of us, we complain. And yes, we have a right to complain about our own problems. Our own problems are very, very important to us. But if we could see the other people, their problems, and we'd say, wow, I don't know if I had to lay on my back 24/7 waiting to heal, something where they tell me you're going to be here for 9, 10, 15, 18 months. And then the therapy begins. Then the work begins. But right now you can't do anything. And I don't know, boys, oh boys, I would find my problems very small compared to somebody like that. And some of you have been in that situation, and you're going to make your way back. And it's going to be slow. But because you're seeing improvement, and you will see the improvement. Oh boys, that's a fire that gets set under you. And you look at other people, and you see people that are able-bodied, that go to work every day, that have spouses, that have a life, that have children, and you're thinking, give me one more chance. You're saying to your Creator, you're saying to the universe, and to yourself, give me one more chance. And I will live life every minute like it's my last. Just give me the chance. One more chance. That's very powerful stuff. Stand firm and take a higher moral ground. Any of you that are faced with confrontation of any kind, this spirit is saying there's some bullies out there. People like to throw their weight and their personalities around, and they're loud and they're boisterous. And some aren't so much in your face. Sometimes, I'm hearing to tell you that sometimes some people are very quiet in their attack. They're very much... Those are the scariest ones, because some of you will turn around one day and something's going to come back to you. And it's not going to be good. It'll be gossip, words that somebody else said about you. And it's almost like you're physically hit in the face with the shock of it. That somebody would say these things about you, or think these things that are true, or trying to twist other people's minds into something else that isn't true about you. There's some jealousy and resentment there. It's uncalled for. And you know it's uncalled for, and the person that's done this deed knows it's uncalled for, but they don't care. They really don't, because for some reason you're blocking them to a certain degree, and you had no idea. This is totally innocent on your part. You thought you got along well with this person. You didn't think there were any problems. You didn't sense anything. But this is a quiet person. This is somebody withdrawn. This is a very quiet attack. This is knock the wind out of your sails kind of a situation. Be aware of that. Don't be intimidated by that. Take the higher moral ground, as the card has said and stated. And don't be pushed around by anybody. You need to stand your ground. You need to deal with this person, because I tell you, once you deal with them, and you've got your scruples all in a row, and you have your integrity all about you, they're never going to mess with you again. And that's the bottom line. You have to deal with this. Your first instinct is to run away, Pretend you didn't hear any of this. Pretend you don't know anything and continue on. But you know inside of you, because of your strong integrity, you have to deal with this and get it out in the open. Once you do, that problem is it's dissolved and resolved. It's gone and it's done. All right, so let's move on to the significator. The significator that I pulled for you is in reverse. It is the card of Temperance from the deck of Tarot. So we turn it this way, upright. This is how it's supposed to look. Well, this is how this is how it looks upright. Okay. Let me get my book out. I'm smart enough to mark it. I didn't read it, though. Okay. So, Temperance in reverse. The reverse is conflict, lack of harmony, hostility, frustration, and impatience. There we go. I just got done talking about that. You know, you can be the best person, the best human you want to be, but there's going to be, you're going to have your haters. You know, for some people, the more that you're liked, the more popular you are, the more haters there are off in the background. And people that want to discredit you and take you down. And that's a terrible thing. But they're out there. That's the reality of life. You know what? You can sit in your house, never leave your house, mind your own business. And guess what? Trouble's going to find you. And you haven't talked to anybody. You haven't done anything. You're an easygoing person. You're a lover, not a fighter, as they say. And you just want to, as Rodney King said back in the 80s, why can't we all just get along? Look at the world in general, the wide view of the world. You know, if we all just treated each other with respect, if we all just went by the golden rule, to do unto others as we would have done unto us, treat other people the way we want to be treated, this would be a planet full of love and peace. And all the hatred and all the wars and all the killings and the massacres, they wouldn't exist anymore. They'd be non-existent. This would be a planet of peace. It's doable. It really is. It's very, very doable. We choose to not do that. Overall, we choose to fight over traditions and beliefs. They're not even tangible things. If anything, we should be fighting against is fighting poverty, fighting homelessness, fighting hate, fighting racism. Respect each other. Treat each other the way we want to be treated. That's the golden rule of life. You know, if we had to follow one rule, it should be that one and that one alone. Anyways, Aquarius, I'm going to sign off. This is the longest video that I've done this week. 37 minutes. Oh boy. I'm going to be all night waiting for this one to upload. But upload it will. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, if you'd like a private reading, just look in the description box below this video. Everything there pertaining to that, because it is a service that I offer. It is the only service that I offer. I just specialize in the tarot readings. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you haven't subscribed, please click that button. Please feel free to like and share. Most of all, leave comments. I really like to see the comments in the box below. Be kind. Be kind to me. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourself. So for now, please check back and check out September's full month for the sign of Aquarius that's coming up in September, really, really, really soon. All right, I hope I haven't flubbed my words up and gone back and forth too much. It's very late. It's 2:15 a.m. Where'd the time go? That's why if I got a little confused, I'm getting a little bit of brain fog. It's time to call it a night. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you real soon, Aquarius. Bye-bye.